one of the things I'm trying to emphasize, partly being responsive to what feels to me like a sense of isolation and disconnect and a sense of pressure that families and schools are feeling about learning loss, is that we still have to honor childhood. We still have to honor imagination and creativity. We can't allow the anxiety about all that to cut ourselves short from the very thing our children need most, which I believe is connection and a sense of creativity and imagination inside themselves and inside community. So in my mind, that's what play-based education allows. Play-based education means that we as educators are going to create time and space and opportunity simply through encouragement for children to be imaginative and creative. What I love about our playground outside is it doesn't tell, except for the slide, it doesn't tell the children, this is what you do on a playground. You know, it's a natural playground that allows children to create all kinds of things with whatever they find out there, whether it's a piece of wood or tray from an old bin. Like, they get to create these environments. They get to create these amazing worlds. What you said about Lucas, as a 5-year-old, he doesn't necessarily need to do anything except play
in his own
imaginative world. And I was thinking about my own granddaughters and how they only need 2 fingers to create a story, because they have their fingers talk to each other. And to me, if we can cultivate that kind of imagination and that kind of creativity, in many ways, simply by stepping out of their way and not imposing our adult version of what is creative and what is imaginative, that we don't have to impose structure on a child's imagination. We just have to enjoy it and encourage it.
And allow it.
Could you speak a little to what play-based education looks like in this early childhood context?
Well, it's very much an important part of our plan, do, review, because they're actually planning the activity, their play, that they're going to be doing. We're hoping to expand it this year because we are going to be working with the preschool. We have a few teachers who are very knowledgeable about outdoor education. We're hoping to be able to cross teams. We have another teacher within that team that's very, very artistic and very, very creative to encourage kids in lots of different ways. I love books and I love reading, and so I feel like that's what I can add. Music, we have Sue Putz, who is very excited to work with all of us. So we're hoping to be able to draw from the expertise of the whole team and have all kids experience that through their own play. They learn the most through play.
Yes.
That's what they perceive as play.
The greatest insult that an assistant principal ever told me when I was a teacher was also the greatest compliment I ever received. She said, you know, you should have been a Girl Scout leader because all you ever do is make it fun. I carry that with me all the time because I strongly believe if they're learning, they're having fun. And if they're having fun, they're learning. It's impossible for the brain to not be creating all kinds of amazing synaptic connections if that's what the brain's doing when you're having fun, because there's such joy. I love that joy in learning is one of Spectrum's taglines, and I just deeply believe that school should never be drudgery. School should never be a grind.
Or an anxious place.
No, it should always be a place of fun and connection and excitement and kids making their own connections and just laughing and having fun.
Right.
Yeah?
Well, and working together. I think, we've kind of set up this false sense of what life is, where they're sitting at a desk quietly and doing their work, and that's not real life. Real life is you are working with other people, and our kids come by that naturally.
And they're working through conflict when working with other people.
Exactly.
And they're working through having to listen when they're working with other people. And that in and of itself becomes its own set of social development opportunities
and
for
empathy.
children. And empathy, the most important word in the whole enterprise, right?
Absolutely.
Is being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, being able to consider someone's feelings. Absolutely.